Everybody, say hi, George.
Hello.
Hi, so welcome back to our online maths lessons. Today we are going to be doing some counting practice, aren't we, George? Yes, because it's always good to keep up our counting practice so we don't get rusty. Okay, so George, today we're going to count along a number line. We're also going to count some animals in a row. And then, as an extra challenge at the end, we're going to do some counting, but this time we're going to be counting animals that are all jumbled up. Yes, so it's going to be harder, isn't it? Yes, because when we're counting in a row, we can easily count them one by one. But when they're all jumbled up, we have to look really closely, don't we? Yes, just like that, George. We have to look really closely and count them all carefully so we don't count the same one twice and so we don't get ourselves jumbled up and miss any out. Yeah. So we'll start off by counting along a number line just to remember our numbers and our numerical pieces up to 10. Okay, and George is going to help you with that. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to do some counting on a number line now, and George, you're going to do some counting with me as I point, okay? All right, ready? Off we go. 1. Oh, hang on, George. Is that the number 1? No. What number is it? 0. It's 0, isn't it? So let's start again. Ready? 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. Very good, George. Done. So next we're going to count some animals that are all in a row. Okay, so we're going to have a little look at this sheet and we're going to count them one by one, aren't we, George? Yes. And we've got to remember that we're starting at 0 and then we're going to point, aren't we, George? We're going to point at each animal as we count them so that we know we don't miss any out. Okay, so we need to go carefully and slowly to make sure that we are accurate and that we are going to get the correct total at the end. Okay, so let's have a go together. Okay, well done. So, if you fancy a challenge, what do you think, George? Do you fancy a challenge? Oh, come on, it's good to challenge yourself. Do you think you could have a go at one of the spicy or the hot challenges? Good boy. Okay, George is going to give it a go. Okay, and it's all right, George, isn't it? Because we've just got to make sure we remember how to do it carefully. So the challenge sheets look like this. Now there's 1 up to 10 and there's 1 up to 20. You can choose which one you'd like to do. I've got the up to 20 one here. So as you can see, all of the animals are jumbled up, aren't they? I know George is getting himself in a right tiz because he can't see where they all are. So we'll start off, I know what we'll do. We'll start off by playing a game of I Spy, George, yeah? Okay, ready? I spy with my little eye something beginning with B. Something beginning with B. Have a little look, George. Can you see anything beginning with B?
A wizard?
Not lizard, because if you listen carefully, lizard starts with L. Have another look. I spy with my little eye something beginning with B. The panda. Not panda. Panda starts with a P. So B. Let's have a look. B, 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 B.
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Well done, George. Butterfly. B for butterfly. Okay, so let's start by counting the butterflies, shall we? Let's look really closely at the sheet. Can you see how there are some butterflies, but they are all spread about? So what we need to do, the best way of doing this, is to maybe cross them off as we go so we don't miss any out. So you're going to need a pencil, okay? And then we're going to have a go at doing that. We're going to have a go at doing that together now. So keep watching and we'll see if we can count the butterflies together. Can we do that, George? Yes, off you go. You need to go get a pencil. Off you go. All right, let's have a go. Now then, it's a little bit confusing here, George, isn't it? Because they're all jumbled up. And it's very hard to count them, isn't it? But we don't need to worry because I'm going to teach you a little trick for it, okay? Now the best way to do it is to choose what you're going to count first. So I'm going to count the butterflies first. So I'm going to draw a little butterfly here just to remind me. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along left to right like a little zigzag, a bit like you do when you're doing a word search, and I'm going to see if I can find all the butterflies and cross them off as I go and count as I go, so I don't miss any out and I don't count any twice, because that is a big mistake. Okay, let's have a go then, George. Ready? So I'm going to use my finger to go along. There's a butterfly, so I'm going to cross off my butterfly. There's one. Let's keep going. There's another. 2. 3. 4. Do it nice and slowly. 5. 6. 7. Well done, George. Any more? No, no more. All right, so what number did we get to? 7. Well done. So I'm going to write the number 7. Can you remember the rhyme for writing number 7? Across the sky and down from heaven. That is how we make a 7. Very good. So there are 7 butterflies. Now I can move on to the next one. So I can choose anything I want to do. I might choose to do lizards next. Okay. So maybe you want to draw a picture to help you, or you can just write the word lizard and see if you can keep track of how many you've counted. Alright, so that is the hot challenge. See if you can have a go at either the mild or the spicy or the hot, and let us know how you get on. Okay, well done. Alright, shall we see if we say goodbye to the children? Yeah, say we'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye everybody.